Man, we super excited to be here right now. We've been on a long journey and we want to share with y'all one of our greatest accomplishments we have achieved. And we are officially
Mortgage
mortgage
free.
free. Man, it's been a wild journey with that. And I think you gotta you gotta clap for yourself. You gotta be your own cheerleader, man. And I think we're taking this moment to appreciate all the trials and tribulations we went through to try to get to this moment that we at right now. And I think what better way to do it is to share it with y'all and also give y'all a little insight to some of our thinking that helped us arrive at this point of life we in. So I guess sure I will let my lovely wife uh start this off.
Thank you.
Having too close to be like,
No. So I just want to say I'm thankful to be here. Thankful, in this journey of the process, to be able to live in this moment. Is definitely appreciated, and it's a great feeling. And for Will to say, "Let's celebrate," I was like, "Okay."
yes, indeed.
I would just say the first thing that you definitely want to do is believe. You won't get here. You won't get to any of your goals without believing. Got to envision yourself. Write down your goals. You got to write them down. You got to see them visually. You got to be able to go back, brainstorm, know what you're doing correctly. You might go through some obstacles. Go back, rewrite those goals. Um, they're your goals, so you can't go off of somebody else's goals. If somebody telling you what their dreams are and what they want, you don't know how they're getting them. You don't know how they're achieving them. Have your goals. It's yours. Um, the next thing, believe in your husband.
Right. Definitely believe it. Hey, to everybody out there, all the wives of the world, definitely believe in your husband. I'm gonna say this too, since you kind of brought that up. I do believe your significant other got the ability to either build you up or tear you down.
Yeah.
Right. And I think whichever direction they choose is gonna be the results that you get. But yeah, but I do believe like you see, you gotta be intentional
Yeah.
with everything you're doing. And I do believe you touched on the point about writing things down. I think law of attraction is very, very real. Manifesting is very, very real. I can't tell you all the situations, but I done been through a long journey with different situations where there's really no other explanation for it. So I believe everything in this world is here because it originated from a thought and somebody manifested and brought it out into reality. And so I think that's the number one most simplest step that a lot of people overlook is taking a pen. Let me show you guys. Take a pen and a piece of paper and write down your goals. I put it in a circle, pay off home, and then I draw lines.
Like this.
And I fill the lines up or legs, whatever you want to call them. I fill it up with a logical way to achieve that goal. And the logical way is something that me and my wife can do to attain it. And by writing it down, I don't know what it is. I don't understand it all the way. I just know it works. You write it down. You write down realistically how to get there. And I believe most goals can be achieved through that simple process and then being intentional with your actions.
And I would say, we also know what the goals are. We know we have a journey, a path that we know we're both trying to achieve.
Absolutely.
And then we agree on. So now we have a common ground.
Let me feed off that a little bit. Yeah, because I think a lot of people too, they don't take time. We so busy. We got kids, we got sports, we got work, we got family activities, we got trying to be a good friend. Trying to get the business off the ground or keeping the business afloat
Or tired of your job and it drains you.
It's a lot of stuff, but you got to take the time to see and visualize and know what you want your life to look like in the present and in the next 2 to 3 years. You got to have a target, because if you don't have a target, it's like you just this world is vast and you can just roam in a direction, and it may not be the right direction that you roaming in. You don't have no target to hit. You need to put a target, so therefore you kind of know what's going on. Hey, I want to be retired at 45 or whatever your goal is, you need to kind of have an idea between you and your partner what y'all expect out of each other and what type of life y'all want. Y'all might want different lives, and then y'all might have to find a synergy, you know, to what can work for both of y'all, whatever that is. We had the blessings that we always worked together for many years, so side by side, so we was always aligned with what we was trying to do.
Another thing I want to say is be intentional. We both have values. We basically align with our values, our core values, what we believe in. We don't believe in those quick get rich, how you say
Schemes,
it,
yeah,
quick get
quick.
rich
You made a
schemes.
tongue twister
I
now.
know. um we like slow and steady. We like stuff that's gonna make sense. When we write it down, it gotta look like, hey, does this make sense? Okay, no, I'm not going to go buy that course. It just gotta make sense. um and long as it makes sense and everything adds up and we could see it visually, then we got a good run.
Yeah, I think it's simple. I think stuff that's complicated was too many steps. I would just kind of stay
Yeah.
away from it. The more simple the process is, the more better off it be for us. If I could point y'all into one direction where we kind of cherry pick, that I appreciate, and there's no sponsorship, is from Dave Ramsey. I mean, we
Yeah.
listened to when we was driving. We did a lot of driving. We try to drive like 30,000 plus miles a year. When we out here grinding with this real estate, and listening to him, and thankful for all the callers that had the courage to share their experiences and they debt, because it's hard. Even for us, we write down all our debt that we had, and it's an emotional situation, and it's tough, and it kind of be honest with you, irritates me. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, man, I got this going out, this to this and this, and I got to cut this overhead down. Like, it's hard to do, but once you do it, it's like building that muscle. You do it and you do it often, then you come accustomed to it, and then you start to really finesse it and really work it out. To now, it's more of a delight that, hey, I got this knocked out. Let me see what else I got knocked out. So here, I would tell anybody it's free. Like, a lot of this information out here is free between YouTube, social media.
Gotta know how to ask the right questions. Write your question down. Think about how it's going to get answered. Is that the answer that you want to obtain? If it's not, then go back and rewrite that question, because if you do get the opportunity to ask someone or type it into Google or chat,
Yeah.
then you know that you're going to get a response in a certain way.
Yes, I think you can't be like you need to be intentional with your questions. You need to
Yeah.
know really what you're trying to ask a person, because sometimes you get a person's time, and most people, like especially us, we consider our time very valuable. And you got to make sure you asking us the right question. You can
Yeah.
you can't just be vague and be, I want to be rich, I want to be like we
Yeah.
all do,
If you know the right questions and you get those answers, then you should be able to thrive off of them. Um,
That's all it takes, is just to pretty much ask the right question. So take time and value yourself and your time, and make sure you do your due diligence, and make sure when you do get the opportunity to speak to the people that you want to get knowledge from, or people that you want to be your mentor, that you're able to articulate exactly what it is that you're trying to get from them, because that's what we really want to know. What is it that you want from us? And it's okay. Some things are give, some is a give and take, but it's just to be known. uh, Now, other thing I say, people, it was a great debate that we went, not a debate, but a conversation that we had, that the internet has, the world has, about should you pay off your mortgage or should you invest the money? And for us, you know, I read a lot. It's like, oh, but that's a lot of money. You can put it in this and make 6% and 10% and blah blah blah. But at the same time, everything's a risk, and I think most savvy investors, we take calculated risk. And for us, with the climate, if you don't know, the real estate market's been tough the last 2 years. The economy, I mean, that's a whole nother situation and conversation. No, the economy is tough. So I feel like you should always. I don't believe in over leveraging. I've seen a lot of investors, they over leverage and they come back to bite them in their ass. So I feel like that it's like the hare and the tortoise race. I'm like we like the turtle. You know what I'm saying? We like to go the slow and steady route. You stay small enough, long enough, you'll be big enough soon enough. So that was our kind of approach.
I always say too, whenever we're working on any kind of project or anything, We always double check our math. We go back, double check the math. We always double checking the math, the outcomes, what the predictions could be. We're always constantly doing that.
Know your
So
numbers, and
we know our numbers.
pretty much know your numbers. So for us, our safest route after we debated was to pay off our house, because it's nothing like having a peace of mind. It's still the most important purchase, and your biggest purchase in life is pretty much going to be your house, your shelter, and a vehicle. And for us, to know that if something happened, we 40 something, so we didn't went through the 20s, and then when you start to approach these 40s, and especially all my millennials out there, shout out to y'all, you get to seeing a lot of help, even from our parents, from our friends around us, passion for health reasons, and just all kind of stuff taking place. And we was like, if something happened like that, I would at least like to know that our shelter is in place, and we are able to continue on, holding down the fort without putting pressure on one another. So that was our most important thing, was a peace of mind, and not to have that stress. And then, since we involved in real estate, we read a lot of real estate articles and content, like we very involved in the real estate content. So everybody's like, how's this, and can't nobody afford a house, and blah blah blah. So we very thankful that we put the work in to be where we at, and it makes even having a house paid off even more sweeter, in a selfish way, not even a selfish way, but I be reading some of that stuff and going through the comments, some of the comment sections in these formers and stuff be like littered with gold. And I just, it reassures me that I feel like we made the sense, because we can always make money, but I feel like it's safe for us to have our house paid off. And that's gonna lead to the next one of the debate of, is the I hear a lot of people saying the American dream is dead, and how
It's
you feel
huge
about
right
it?
now on blogs and in articles that we see. Everyone's talking about it. The American dream, is the American dream still attainable? Some people saying they're leaving the country because you could no longer buy a house or afford a home, and everybody's being compared to the boomers buying homes for $7,000.
Right.
But you just got to know what you have coming in and out of your household as far as income coming in and what's going out on
So
spending.
so
It's attainable, definitely.
so it is attainable
It's
to you.
definitely obtainable.
Oh, let me shut it. You gotta shut it, mic.
No,
So it's definitely we actually do got another mic somewhere. I don't know what it
we
said.
do.
But I definitely a million percent, guys, believe the American dream is still available and it's still attainable, because we are the American dream. I mean, we did everything pretty much from scratch, man. It took some time. It was a lot of up and down. That's a whole nother conversation. But the thing about, we stayed resilient. We never gave up. We never ever gave up. So it wasn't no, if it don't work out. It's just a matter of when it work out. And no matter through all the shit that you go through, when it does finally take place, man, it's history. The past don't even matter no more. You know what I mean? So the American dream is still alive, and I think that goes back to what you were saying at the beginning about believing. If you believe the American dream is still here and available, then 9 out of 10 you right. And if you believe the American dream is not available no more, then 9 out of 10 you right. It's really what you
It's law
choose
of
to believe.
attraction. What law of attraction? I would say, however you believe something is going to happen, that's exactly what's going to happen. You can't have that fear. Um, just the negativity. Don't bring in that negativity. Um, that's something I'm big on. Even when helping clients, I'm like, don't think negative about this process at all. Don't have any negative thoughts, but let me get you the real answers on stuff. I think that's what we go off of.
And one of the other great things that I want to contribute to this is problem solving. I mean, even our
Yes.
business, everything for us was, we had to just problem solve since we was teens,
Yeah.
with real life tough situations, and through problem solving, it just kept getting, our ability to problem solve just kept getting better to where I feel like it's no problem that between me and my lovely wife that we cannot solve. And with that gives us a lot of comfort in knowing when we tackle these goals, is that we just believed, and we knew we'd be intentional with our actions, that we'd eventually get to where we're going. And if it didn't work out that route, then we'll reevaluate where we went wrong. We won't spend too much time there, and then we'll try to get back on track. And I think that's gonna pretty much sum it up. But I guess if I could leave y'all with any advice too, I would say, especially going into 2026, um, first you alive, so that's a blessing. But definitely don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, don't.
Just really take that in. Don't be so hard on yourself. And anything is possible out here. Make sure you have the courage. Share your stories. A closed mouth don't get fed. So if you need help with something, make sure you reach out to somebody that maybe can help you. Make sure you get on YouTube. Make sure you use AI. AI is a wonderful thing to
Crazy.
use right now. Yeah. So we love y'all, man. We appreciate everybody rocking with us. Oh yeah, let me put in the plug real quick. Y'all don't forget, Cheryl's one of the best brokers in Texas. I'm a realtor. We husband and wife team, owner House Guy Realty, and we absolutely love real estate. We love helping people buy homes, sell homes. We love working with investors. We investors ourselves, and
We do talk to people about life too when helping with homes. Like they come across all
all
kinds
the
of stuff
time.
all
Yeah,
the
so
time.
we got a lot of wisdom and a lot of like I don't even want to get too much into our track record because this is more about our mortgage free
Investors.
situation. We're about to light these candles, guys. We're
Yes.
about to blow them out, and it's just closing that chapter of our life while we get ready to start our next chapter in life, and we appreciate it. The American dream is still alive. It's attainable. Make sure you believe in yourself. Make sure you support your husband, your wife,
The
your
wife.
kids, because y'all can do it. If y'all see us doing it, y'all know y'all can do it. It's,
Yes.
it's, it's very much possible. I hope y'all can relate to us, and some of y'all know our beginning, so y'all kind of know the road we went down and how far we came. I already feel like I wanted life. I'm blessed. I got a good heart. My wife got a beautiful heart, a good moral compass, and we love y'all. And we're about to get ready to light these candles up. I guess you had an honest. And guys, I'm not really making a wish on these candles. I'm just closing out a chapter in our life, and I'm just glad we was able to see it through. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of us. I love you very much. And shit, let's keep rocking. Love.